Protests outside and inside the state capitol today as the governor and lawmakers announce plans to make Michigan a right-to-work state.
This is what democracy looks like.
I think it is appropriate to be a good leader and to stand up and take a position on this issue.
And as he does take a position, organized labor descends on Lansing to fight back. Hello, everyone. I'm Lee Vandermeed. Juliet is off tonight. The governor and lawmakers announced plans to introduce legislation giving workers a right to choose whether or not they want to join a union. In rare fashion, it was introduced this afternoon and passed in the House 58 to 52 along party lines. The Senate is in session right now, and WZZM 13's Peter Ross is in Lansing, begins our big story coverage. Peter?
Lee, quite a momentous day here in Lansing. It was very tense and there was a lot of drama. After 3 years of saying that right to work was not a priority, Governor Snyder has changed his tune, much to the delight of the Republican leaders who run the Michigan House and Senate. That has launched a battle with Michigan's labor movement, which showed up en masse today. This morning, even before the governor and legislative leaders made their announcement, there were protests outside of the governor's office. The governor and the leaders of the legislature say they call their plan freedom to work. Maybe you've seen the TV ads already, that it's not about labor versus management, but workers versus their union leaders. The legislation would bar unions from collecting dues from non-members, basically a condition of employment. This bill will not have a public hearing because the language was inserted into existing legislation that got fast-tracked today through the House. Let's hear now from the governor, the House Speaker, and then the Democratic leader in the Senate.
It's an issue where you can see what's going on outside, that people have strong feelings on this topic.
This is not anti-union. It is pro-worker.
They don't want to give us the same say that they've given the business community over the last 2 years. That's why they're doing it, because they're cowards and they have lied every step of the way, and now they're just trying to get it done and get out of Dodge.
So why now, the governor was asked. He said that there's public support for it. You'll notice the proposals that were passed involving union issues just a few months ago, the statewide ballots. Also, he points to Indiana, which in February approved right-to-work legislation. Governor Snyder says Indiana's business climate has improved since then. Opponents say the only reason it's improved is because Indiana hands out so many incentives, something Governor Snyder has basically gotten rid of. Live in Lansing, Peter Ross, WZZM 13 News.